My name is Amanda and welcome to The Den Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we're going to be figuring out what they love about you. And this is a love reading whether you're coupled up, whether you're married, whether you have a crush on someone and you know they like you back. This is just going to be a reading about the things that they love about you. And if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy and focus in on piles number 1, 2, and 3. And if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be a message in each pile for you. Now, without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, let's go ahead and figure out what they love about you. And remember, this is a love reading. Whether you're coupled up with this person already, married, or you guys are just crushing on each other, this should still work for you. And as always with my pick a card readings, we're going to go ahead and start with the tarot cards and get additional guidance from our oracle cards. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups and the King of Swords. So with this Six of Cups, I'm seeing that they see you as someone who is very loving and sweet. Maybe you guys grew up together, or maybe he or she was that boy or girl next door for you growing up, or else maybe you guys knew each other for a long time, or you had known each other and then drifted apart and then came back into each other's lives. But there is this element of nostalgia that this person sees when they think about you. Maybe they want to have kids with you, or you already have kids with this person and you guys are raising a family together, or maybe will be someday, or maybe that's just what they want. They love you so much that that's what they want with you. And you may be someone who likes to dress up in vintage clothes or vintage styles. I see someone with like a pinup, like hairdo style, like a 50s pinup. And this person just loves your unique flair. But there's a sense of nostalgia with the way that you dress or do your hair or look. And this person just absolutely loves that about you, that you're not afraid to go back to eras past and pick out cool items from that era to wear and accessorize with. So with the King of Swords here, this is that king all about truth and ethics and honesty. So you make this person want to be a better person. And they really, really look up to you as a role model. Whether you are younger than them or older than them, it really doesn't matter. They still look up to and admire you for the way that you speak, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you just have this kind of sense of justice about yourself and just want the truth to be known to other people. And they see you as someone who is very smart and intelligent. This is a king all about intelligence, and you are a good problem solver, and they see you as someone who is a good leader. And again, whether you see yourself as a leader or a problem solver or not is kind of beside the point. This is just what they love about you or how they perceive you to be. So I think that's all I'm getting from our tarot cards. Let's go ahead and dive into some of these oracle cards. We're just going to go ahead and dive in. This is the cover card that you use to select this pile. And this is here, 5th house, passion. So they see you as someone who is very passionate about life, about the way that you put your energy into things like a performance or your creative endeavors. The 5th house rules entertainment, creativity, costume play, love affairs, and passion, which they see you as someone who's very romantic. Pleasure, parties, children, humor, romance, all those fun things. And then it says here at the bottom, disco ball. So that kind of gives that nod back to another time, in the 70s. Maybe you love to dress in 70s style, or have, the really straight long hair with the blunt bangs, or maybe you have the Pharaoh waves. I think that was late 70s going into early 80s. So either way, I feel like you guys just have that nostalgic look about you, and they just love that, because it's come out twice for me in these cards. So then here we have a 3, it says reach out, and then a 3, take the lead. And it's funny because this reach out is kind of reminding me of, reaching back to the past, or reaching out to someone that maybe they haven't seen you in a long time and you're the one that reached out to them again. Or maybe when you guys did meet, you were the one that reached out to them and been like, hey, let's go have a cup of coffee, let's get together. And they love that about you, that you're not afraid to take the lead. And with the take the lead card, obviously, with this King of Swords, that's that that king that is not afraid to step up and speak their truth. And you have 2 3s here, which again are all about creativity and that holy trinity. So I'm feeling like you guys, the 33 is also a master number, so you guys could be a master number as well. For some reason, I am feeling with those 2 3s like you guys balance each other out, or like it's a twin flame vibe, like you guys are opposites that attract, you balance each other out, and they love that you can balance them out as well. And then here we have a 52 card here that says mending, and it feels to me like they see you as someone who can mend. You know, like these little girls here are mending this little flag banner thingy, and I feel like you guys are the ones, like if something goes wrong in your relationship, you're the one again that's going to reach out and try to fix it and say, you know, I'm sorry, I messed up. You're going to not be afraid to be the first one to make that move and say you're sorry. They love that about you because they may be somebody who has a hard time speaking their truth or being vulnerable at times, but you're the one that a lot of times will reach out to them. But they also may see you as someone who's very handy or crafty with your hands. Maybe they love the way that you style things, not just your own wardrobe, but maybe your home or the creative things that you do, because again, there is a lot of creativity in you guys, and they really love that about you. And I just heard the word mend fences. So maybe you're someone who, if you've had beef with people in the past, you do reach out to them, again with the reach out card, and say, hey, you know, I messed up. Even if this person isn't in your life for the long haul, you're not afraid to say, you know, what you feel and how you feel about them, and just kind of mend those fences and keep that peace where that relationship is concerned. Then here we have the you deserve love card. You are lovable. And for me, this is saying that you show this person you're asking about what they love about you is you make them feel very lovable. Even if they've had a rough past with exes, with parents, just growing up in general, you make them feel like they are worthy of love and just lovable people. And of course, they love that about you, and maybe you guys kind of mirror each other in that aspect where they make you feel like you deserve love as well. But then with this keep an open mind card, it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So they like that you're different than, I saw like Kim Kardashian just popped up in my head, like everybody wants to look the same as everybody else, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like with you guys, you're not afraid to have a different hair color, a different hairstyle than what is trendy right now. And they may have thought you as someone who was more friend material or something at first, but you guys really evolved your relationship, and what they see in you is not what they're normally attracted to in other people. But because you just have this awesome, unique vibe about you, they were attracted to you. It may not have been instant, but I feel like over time it kind of evolved, and you know, it kind of snuck up on them that they really had feelings for you because you weren't their average normal type and expectation. So then here with this exorcist card, it says the light attribute, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So that really pairs well for me with this take the lead and King of Swords. It's funny how I always tend to put the ones that go with each other on the side, and I don't even mean to do that, I just lay them out. But what I'm feeling from this is you're somebody who, if this person has destructive habits or just does things they know aren't good for them, I just see someone smoking, and you're that kind of catalyst in your life that makes them, again, going back to the King of Swords, want to be a better person. And maybe they played off of you and were like, you know, I admire you and I want to be more like you, so I don't want to smoke anymore. You inspired me to quit smoking or quit drinking or quit, you know, sleeping in on the weekends or whatever little vice people have. You're inspiring them to free themselves from destructive behaviors or toxic things in their life. That even could be like toxic people. And going back to this nostalgia card, maybe they had a really toxic childhood and you kind of helped get them away from toxic family members. Maybe they were the type of person who thinks, well, this is my family, they treat me like crap, but I still need to be their family member. and you kind of stepped up and were like, you don't have to take that. Just because you're blood related to these people does not mean that they can walk all over you and treat you like crap. So you kind of helped them put their own boundaries up or stand their ground in their own way as well. But yeah, you guys, I think that's all I'm seeing for you. So you'll have to let me know below what you thought and if this resonated. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, let's go ahead and figure out what they love about you. And remember, this is a love reading, so whether you're coupled up with this person already, you're married, or you two are just crushing on each other, you should still get the information that you're seeking from this reading. And as always with my readings, we're going to go ahead and start with our tarot cards and get additional guidance from the oracle cards. Okay, so we have the Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. So what's really standing out to me first and foremost with this Lovers card is these two people, they feel to me like those opposites that attract. And I'm really picking up twin flame vibes with you guys. You make them, this is kind of funny because I just heard what I heard in group number 1. You make them want to be a better person. And when you two are together, they feel like they're on this special paradise island, just the two of you. Even if you're surrounded by people, this person feels when they're with you that it's just the two of you, just having the time of your lives. You could just be like hiking or sitting in a food court at a mall or something, and they just feel like they're on a paradise island with you because your energy is just something they absolutely adore being around. And they also feel, with this Lovers card, I'm feeling like they feel like they can show that vulnerable side when they are with you. They feel they can just completely let all those walls and guards down that they usually have up to try to kind of hide who they really are to impress other people or just to not feel so vulnerable. Sorry about my phone. But they just absolutely love that they can be themselves around you. And I see you two like laying down on a couch or a bed, just like daydreaming together, like dreaming about your future. So they love that they can open up their deepest desires and wishes with you, and they don't feel like you're gonna make fun of them or be like, oh, that's too lofty, what are you thinking, you're never gonna accomplish that. When they feel like they can express themselves around you, and you're just gonna be like, yeah, you should do that, and you're very supportive of them. And you make them feel like anything is possible. And you also, I'm feeling like you're that kind of person they go to when they need help making decisions. Like, you together can brainstorm the best path to follow or the best road to take. And you guys just really play well off each other. And I feel it's very light and fun and funny. You might have a lot of inside jokes with this person, and this person just feels like they are at home when they are around you. And even more so than when they're just by themselves, because I feel like this person kind of needs someone to play off of in order to really know who they are. They need that mirror reflection, kind of with that twin flame vibe energy that I was picking up. They really need someone to play their energy off of to really get the benefit of knowing who they are. But I do feel like you're more the type of person who can be alone and really know who you are without having to play off someone else. But this person loves that they can share themselves with you, and you just, like, I just looked and see, this Jupiter card. You just expand who they think they are, or who they thought they were. You expand that times like 1,000, and they realize that they can accomplish so much more, especially if you are at their side or someone they can confide in. But then with this Ace of Pentacles, this just really pairs well with this Lovers for me, that you guys, it just feels like this person feels like there is a world full of possibilities and promise when you are with them or when you're by their side, and they really want to engage in the world and be a more active participant in the world. So they really want to get out and hike. I don't know why, I just keep seeing the two of you like hiking or biking or just being really active with each other. Maybe you guys met at a gym for all I know, or out on a hiking trail, but it feels like a very important. And then just camping together came up into my head just now. So I just see you guys really enjoying nature and all that the 3D natural world has to offer together. And this person feels like really good things come of you guys pooling your resources, pooling your ideas, pooling your money. So you guys might live together or have maybe even started a business together, because I feel like you guys, the more you can pool your resources together, the more, going back to that Jupiter card, the more you guys are going to expand your lives, expand your energy, and just thrive in life. So I think that's all I'm seeing for the tarot cards. Let's go ahead and get into your oracle cards, since this Jupiter keeps calling out to me. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and start with Jupiter, since it keeps calling out to me. It is that card of expansion. It is enthusiastic and optimistic and generous and loving and benevolent and lucky, and there's like long distance travel going on with Jupiter, because it does rule Sagittarius, the 9th house, the natural 9th house, which is all about long distance travel and foreign cultures and teaching and pilgrimage and expansion. I keep saying expansion because I just keep seeing you two getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and not like physically bodies, but like the stuff you accomplish and the stuff that you manifest in life just keeps getting bigger and bigger the more you can be together. And exploration is another one. So kind of going back to that Ace of Pentacles, that going out and exploring that I kept seeing with that hiking and just getting out together really stands out to me. But then with this Artist card, it says here with the light attributes, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So right as I read that, I see the two of you like sitting down to watch a movie together, and you're interpreting the symbolism in the movie for your significant other or the person you're crushing on, that you're asking what they love about you. You're together watching this movie and you're interpreting these symbols in such a beautiful way, and this person just loves the way that you think and the way that you're not thinking in this bubble or this boxed in way that a lot of people like to think. You see the world as something really beautiful and spiritual, and with this thing about just beyond the 5 senses, you may have spiritual gifts that you have shared with this person and they just think is the coolest thing and they just absolutely love it. And I just saw that some of you might be mediums or in communication with others beyond the veil, and this person is absolutely just fascinated by that when you do communicate with others. And you may even have like prophetic dreams that you share with this person, and they're just like, wow, I wish I could do that. That is so cool. And then here, I did kind of skip down, so I'm going to go back up here. But it says here with this 9 card, well-deserved reward. And 9s tend to symbolize endings or the completion of something. So this person sees you as someone who always tends to complete what you start. If you say you're going to do something, boy golly, you're going to do it. And with this well-deserved reward, you are someone who always reaps the rewards or has that good karma come back to you eventually. And because it is that 9, you kind of have to go through the whole cycle from 1 to 9 to get that reward. So it's not something that just happens magically and you manifest it instantly, but you're willing to put in that elbow grease and that hard work to get the rewards that you seek in life. And this person really looks up to your work ethic and just your motivation and ambition and ability to get things done in life. And then with this Find Balance card, they see you as someone who can balance all these different areas of life that are here on this wheel. Even if you don't see yourself as someone who's really in balance, this person feels like they just are so in awe of how you can keep all these plates moving and keep everything going in life, and they just absolutely love that about you. And then again here with this Flexible card, I feel like that really goes well with that finding balance. You had to be flexible to be able to find that balance. And 1 + 9 is 10, so that's a new beginning. So even though you are really good at completing things and getting things accomplished, you're also good at starting something new once you do that. And this person really looks up to how you can go from completing something to diving right into something new. And flexibility, they may actually love that you are like physically flexible, like very limber and flexible in your limbs. You may be someone who can do cool gymnastics and bedroom gymnastics maybe, and they just love that about you as well. And then here with this express your love card, it says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So they absolutely love the way that you express your love. Maybe you're making them fun little cards and writing them fun little love letters or notes and leaving them around the house or in their lunch for work or in their car. And they just love how thoughtful you are, and you're not like going out and spending this extravagant amount of money on something. I just saw if you watch The Office, like Pam and Jim Halpert, how Pam made Jim, and I'm getting tingles as I say this, so this person absolutely loves this about you, but Pam made Jim Halpert this comic book for Christmas, and once she found out that he got her this diamond bracelet that was just really expensive and beautiful, she just almost felt like, oh my gosh, all I did was make this stupid comic book. But he almost teared up because he loved it so much, because it was so thoughtful and beautiful and it included their daughter. So that's the kind of person they see you as. And I don't know, maybe you guys watch The Office together, or you feel like the Jim and Pam Halpert of the world, I don't know, but that just really stood out to me, that you just express your love in a very beautiful and meaningful way, and this person absolutely loves that about you. Then with this very soon card, it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And I think for some of you, this very soon card just means that maybe you're not an official couple yet, but very soon you will be, and you'll be starting this really beautiful, magical new beginning with this person, that you're going to get those well-deserved rewards as you live your lives together. But for others of you, you're just someone who can easily decide what you want, and when you do that, you can make it happen. It's like you say, I'm going to start a business, and I'm a photographer, so I just think in my head, okay, you're starting this photography business, and you're not just going to start this business and then 4 years later it kind of fizzles out. You're going to be somebody who starts something and takes it as far as you can take it, and you get all these clients and make all this money, and of course it's not just something that's going to instantly manifest for you. You're putting in that hard work and effort, you're marketing, you're putting yourself out there, you're getting your name out there, but this person just really sees you as someone who can make-ish happen, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, you guys, I think that's all I'm seeing for you, but this was a very fun, light, and beautiful reading. They just really see you as someone who, I just heard, we can grow old together, and someone who's fun and exciting and very expressive of your love to them. And it's very fun and beautiful and light energy. You guys have a fun dynamic, and it's just so cute. So as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things, and I really truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. Alright, bye! Alright, group number 3, so I just spilled my candle wax all over this here, and I got a little bit on the cards. Not a cool thing, but we're just gonna keep going. I cleaned it up as best as I could. But let's go ahead and figure out what this person loves about you. And this is a love reading, so whether you're coupled up with this person, married for years, or just crushing on each other and starting something new, this should still apply to you. So as always with my pick a card readings, we're gonna go ahead and start with the tarot cards and get additional guidance from our oracle cards. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay, so the pile number 2 had the Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers, which are the 2 cards that come before these 2 in the tarot. So the Ace of Pentacles comes before the 2 of Pentacles, and then the Lovers comes right before the Chariot. So that is interesting. That feels very twin flamey. So that's funny. Maybe you and your significant other, or this person you're asking about, are watching this, both of you, and one of you selected pile 2 and then the other of you selected pile 3. That is so interesting. And I'm seeing more wax here. I am so sorry about this, you guys. You just kind of sometimes have to roll with what's going on. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this reading finally. So with the 2 of Pentacles, it feels to me like this person sees you as someone who can just handle the everyday challenges really well. And you're very graceful in the way that you balance things in your life, and you're just very in sync with them and the rhythms of the world. You're someone that, whatever it is that you're thrown, I feel like you can just, pick up without skipping a beat and just keep on going. Even if it's something completely out of left field or a major surprise in life, you just take it on as a challenge and you just keep on rolling. But of course, you are someone who will need to eventually take a little bit of a break. But this person just sees you as someone who just keeps on going. You're very adaptable and flexible, and that's funny because there was a flexible card in the group before this. But maybe you guys, being twin flames, maybe you guys are just as flexible as they are. But you're just able to handle a lot, and this person just really gives you kudos, like, man, you can get so much accomplished in a day, you can handle all these curveballs coming at you, and I just wish I could do that. And then with this Chariot card, they see you as someone who's just this ruler, just ready to kick ass and take some names. You're just, going, it really pairs well with this Two of Pentacles, I feel like this. You're just ready for battle, anything that comes at you, and you're just very connected to nature, because I do see this city here in the background, and you're kind of more on the periphery of the city, so maybe you're ready to go out in the nature or the natural world in some way, and you're just very connected to nature and your own emotional state. So maybe when you have emotions come up, you're really good at balancing those out or dealing with them without them just completely overwhelming and overflowing on this person that you're asking about. And they do appreciate that about you, because I do feel like maybe it's hard for them to handle big emotions. So the fact that you can handle that is really, really a bonus for them. But they also see you as someone who's very grounded and just down to earth and realistic. I just heard the words grounded in reality. So maybe you're somebody who, even though you are a dreamer at times, you take the dreams you have and then you kind of chisel them down into what's realistic for my life and my situation. And with this Chariot, you're someone who's very hardworking and you work hard to keep that balance. It's not just something that comes easily to you, even though it might look like that to this person and other people, like, wow, she can handle or he can handle anything that's thrown at them. But you do have to work at keeping all those, plates in the air or balls in the air if you're juggling. And you feel very in control. And like I was saying, the victory is not easy, but it is something that in the end, you always come out on top or you always win. You always come out looking like the winner and smelling like a rose in the end. But again, it's after a bit of hard work. And I just keep hearing the word boss or boss babe in my head, and you get ish done and you just won't give up. And this person really admires that. And we did have elements of that in group number, I think it was group number 1, just not giving up, just putting in that hard work. But there were elements of that in group 2 as well. So if you are a twin flame, you might want to have your other half watch this video as well and see which one they pick. And if they pick group number 2, it's all over for me. It's just so funny. I love that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the oracle cards. Yep, we have some wax here on these cards. I'm gonna have to clean these off when we're all done, but for now, let's just go ahead and roll with what we've got going on. So we're gonna go ahead and start up here with this helpless and hopeless card. So even though I think this is a man, I'm just seeing this like lost and helpless little boy. So maybe this person that you're asking what they love about you, this person may be someone who had a very traumatic or hard childhood, or just past, or trouble in relationships and romantic relationships, and you have been this person that has given them hope that there is that person out there for them, that life can be better, and you have shown them a different way. With this Chariot, with the 2 paths that these usually represent, you've shown them a different way that they can live and love. So maybe they grew up with parents that were divorced or not together or fought all the time, and you're just showing them that relationships can be different than that. And maybe they themselves have experienced a divorce or a really nasty breakup that just kind of left them feeling helpless and hopeless, but you were the one to come in and just change it for them, and they realize, wow, I can be myself around you and I can be vulnerable. And I think that was in group number 1. But then with this Trust card, this is that Fool energy. So you make them feel like they can just do anything. They can take a leap of faith, and they can also trust you. So if they had trouble in the past, we'll get to these cards, but if they had trouble with exes in the past, with trust issues, with cheating, with just, someone saying they were going to do something and they didn't do it. They don't have to worry about that with you. And though maybe if you have been in a long-term relationship with this person, maybe you guys started out where this person had a hard time trusting you and were maybe even a little bit controlling with the way you spent your time or who you hung out with because they just didn't want to lose you to somebody else, or, I feel like there was cheating in the past, at least with a significant other they had in the past. Or maybe even you had a significant other that was cheating in the past, but you are someone who is willing to keep that open heart and give everybody a fresh start and not like hold it against someone with this release your ex card. But we're going to get to this. So let's go ahead and come over here to the Mother card. The light attributes of this card are nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. So this person may see you as that very nurturing, motherly energy. Maybe you're the type of mother to their inner child that they didn't have growing up, and they just really absolutely adore you for that. And with this Mother card, you may be the mother of this person's children, or you may be someone they want to have children with eventually, or adopt a pet with if you guys don't want children. But it just feels like they get a very empress or motherly vibe from you. Then with this release your ex card, the time has come to clear your energy. So I'm feeling like you have helped them release their ex and the toxic thinking and belief systems and patterns that they've had in past relationships. They may have tried to kind of repeat those with you because that's all they knew, but you are someone who's going to trust that you can start a new path, a different path than what you maybe had experienced in the past and what they definitely had experienced in the past. And you're here to show them that different way. So they're feeling like they can release those toxic cords and energies from past relationships, from their upbringing, and clear their energy and have something new and beautiful and fresh with you with that, trust, that leap of faith, that full energy. Even if you guys have been together a long time, maybe you took a while to get to this point, and if you're just coupling up or still just crushing on this person, it may take a while in your relationship to get past some of these issues. But for me, it feels like you are that Pluto energy. You're going to transform what they think a romantic relationship is all about, because Pluto is that transformation energy. It is the destroyer of all that we thought we knew. It's the renewal, the inner resources that we have, our basic instincts, and even our intuition, some might think. It's your motivation, your personal power, your evolution, and new cycles, death and rebirth. It feels very 8th house to me. There may be that suspicion, obsession, intensity, control issues, taboos, extremes, but you're here to bring that balance back for this person and let them know, they don't have to go from one extreme to another in relationships. You're here to help transform what they think that relationship should look like, or you're showing them that new way of a relationship that they just didn't know was possible for them. Going back to their childhood, maybe they grew up in that abusive or alcoholic family where they thought, well, this is love. You hit someone and they leave and then they come back and make up and do it all over again. But you're just showing them that doesn't have to be the way at all. It can be fun, it can be challenging, but you're gonna get through it together. But then with this codependency card, it says here, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I'm feeling like this person that you're asking what they love about you, this person may have had trouble with addiction in the past, or maybe is still currently going through trouble with addiction, and you are going to be that catalyst to transform them, to make them want to be that better person, to make the changes they need to make in their life, to make life better. And it feels to me like at times it's not going to be easy, you two kind of going back and forth, and then maybe thinking they're getting back in a negative cycle like they had with one of their exes, like, you want to change me, I'm not good enough for you, and the back and forth with that. But you're just someone who wants to trust them, you want them to trust you, and you want to have a beautiful relationship dynamic. You don't want the addiction and the codependency and the toxic cycles to continue. So you guys are going to work together to change these addictions, maybe help them break some bad habits that they have, and You know, because twin flame energy is that mirror. Maybe you yourself have had trouble with addictions and you've overcome that. So you are the perfect person to help them through it because you know exactly where they are right now or where they have been because you've been there as well. But then here with this 12 card, a change in the wind. So you are that change, that transformation, that chariot riding into their life, whether this is a long time ago or this is a current thing that you're just now getting together or in the near future getting together. But you are that change that they desperately need in their life to make their life better, for them to be able to level up and, you know, step into that potential of that person that they know they can be deep down. And I feel like you guys are like their muse almost, or their inspiration for wanting to be better. And going back to that mother card, maybe you do have children together, or maybe this person has a child from a previous relationship, or you have a child or children from a previous relationship and you're blending families, but you make them want to be better and a better role model for people younger than them, whether that's their own children or just the next generation. So yeah, you guys, I think that's all I'm seeing for you, but you'll have to let me know below if this resonated and what you thought and what your scenario is. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye.